What's up, you guys? Here we are with another haircut tutorial. I got my main man, Trevor, here. Trevor, how did you find out about me?
Instagram.
Instagram. Listen, man, post your work. If you're scared of posting, stop posting for barbers. Post for potential clients, man. You never know who can end up in your chair. Now you've been in my chair for how long now?
About a year and a half, I think.
About a year and a half, developed a great friendship now. What are we going to do today, man?
I'm gonna do a skin fade with a 2 on the top and just clean up on the beard.
All right, skin fade. Now, do you want that skin fade low, medium, high?
I'm gonna do medium.
And what we doing with the beard?
Just clean it up a little.
Clean up, get rid of the stragglers and stuff?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you want to keep it as high as possible?
Yes, sir.
Say less. Let's get it. All right, guys, first things first, we're gonna go in with our 2-guard, all the way open. All right, make sure the client likes it first. I live by the philosophy, I can always take more hair off. So if someone gives me a specific guard, I usually start with it all the way open, check with them, see if that's the length that they want. If they want more off, that gives me the opportunity to close it. Just gonna go ahead against the grain. 2-guard. I like to use my offhand to kind of shield the client's face from all the hair. I mean, it's inevitable. They're getting a haircut. They're gonna get hair in their face. It's the little things though. You know, little customer satisfaction is key, man. So you wanna make sure your customer service is on point. And I'm not too worried about going all the way down here with my 2. Why? Because he's doing a mid-ball fade anyway. All right, save yourself some time. I'm actually doing this cut during shop hours on a Friday, all right? And so it's all about being efficient. So I'm gonna take the 2 to where I know my guidelines will start meeting me that. So I don't have to do the 2 all over the entire head. So I'm coming in with my Babyliss Low Pro trimmer. You know, we got that green, that clutch green right now. I really like these, man. Shout out to Babyliss, man. Very sleek color, very nice design. And for a mid fade, I like to start it at the very bottom of his sidebar. If we're looking at it, his sidebar is right about here. All right, so I'm gonna keep my initial guideline right there. That's a mid. If I was gonna do a low fade, I would go through the middle of my C cup and I will follow the shape of his head. But I'm gonna start at the bottom of his sidebar, go all the way around. I don't recommend, if there's 0 gap, you going straight on and punching it in. I do recommend you just coming up with it. So for this example purpose, I'm just gonna go up with it because these are 0 gap and I am in the shop setting, so I just wanna make sure my steps are efficient. Offhand, holding the ear down, all right, because last thing you wanna do is nick the top of the ear. It's one of the worst spots that you can nick. Don't believe me, ask somebody that has. And again, I'm not looking for perfection, but I wanna get it as straight as possible. I like to do one side first, the second side next. Again, aiming at the bottom of that sidebar. And again, I'm following the shape of his head. Some people will go straight across. I like to go with the client's shape of their head. So no, it's not gonna be a drop fade, but it's just how I'm going with the shape of his head. All right, and all we gotta do is meet it here in the middle now. Don't be scared to use your thumb to actually, you know, stretch the skin. Going in with my gold FX1 shaver. Love this shaver, man. Double head on it. Cleans up a lot of real estate a lot quicker. Some people like to leave the shaver for the end. Drop in the comment section below. Do you like doing the shaver in the beginning of the haircut or at the end of the haircut? For me, I like to do it in the beginning of the haircut. And the major key that I've shared with you guys before is that I don't take my shaver all the way up to my guideline. I come up about a ½ inch away from that line. So therefore, I'm not creating another guideline. That's the last thing I want to do is create another guideline, making it harder for me to take it out. So if you notice, stopping right about a ½ inch where my guideline is at. If you want your tools to work the best for you, you got to put them in the best position for them to work for you, right? And so giving it a flat surface will help give it more of that bald effect. What I'm gonna do is now is I'm gonna go ahead and go right where that guideline's at and just take my trimmer and start my initial blend. This is, people ask me all the time, like, what's my initial blending? Is this right here, all right? Because as you can see, by me doing this trimmer, kind of gives it a little blend already, therefore avoiding me creating another guideline. So if you're having trouble leaving guidelines in your haircut, especially the first one, I think this is something that could be highly effective for you to avoid that from happening for you. It may be an added extra step for some, but again, I'd much rather you get your desired look that your client's looking for than you rushing through something and leaving guidelines in the haircut. And since I got my trimmer in my hand already, I'm gonna go ahead and just line the back of his beard up because I know I'm gonna line it up anyway. And look, we like to keep it straight down, not digging in his beard, stamp and pulling away. All right, now we're gonna be going in, lever all the way open, sending about a finger's width guideline all the way across, all right? In the same way I lay my guidelines in, I lay the initial guideline as well. Do one side first, next side next, and then meet it back in the back. Head down. And one thing I can encourage, especially all new barbers, man, do not be scared to make your guidelines at least a finger's width. One thing in the beginning of my career, I used to make very compressed guidelines, therefore my fades used to be very compressed. What's compressed? the fade area looking very small. Now there are some haircuts where you want those type of tight areas, but in most cases, you don't. You want to be able to spread out your fade. That's why it's called a fade. It's supposed to be gradually fade. I'm still all the way open. Go ahead and start fading the beard into my fade as well, since I'm already at that point. Then I'm gonna drop it halfway, and now I'm gonna work on sides. I'm gonna take out the initial guideline on this side, out of the beard, do the other side in the back. Again, to me, just find a system that works for you. For me, breaking it down into threes is what works for me. It may not work for you, but my biggest thing is find a system, and don't just go through every haircut in its own unique way. Have a system in place that you can follow for efficiency, especially in the shop. Some of you guys can make more money this year just by becoming more efficient. You got the clientele, but maybe you're taking a little bit too long on your haircuts. In the middle, you're gonna drop it all the way down. Take that last little faint line at the bottom out. You can also just retrace your steps as you fade it. I was all the way closed, now I'm halfway, and now I'm gonna be all the way open. And you should be able to take your guideline right out. Already did open up there, we're gonna start the beard as well. Drop it down halfway. Going back to the middle. Don't be scared to stretch that skin out. Use the corner of your blades to get any dark areas out. And then we go all the way open. Open, middle, close to fade the beard. Very simple, guys. All the way open, just to retrace it over. Drop it to the middle. Again, stretch the skin. You see how it's head indents right here? Now look what happens when I stretch the skin. Now that's more flat surface to fade the hair. And then close. Retracing my steps, back to middle. Now the hair in the back of the head is a little bit more, most of the time it's more coarse than any other spot in the hair. All right, so you may have to go over your steps, just a few times, but stay true to your steps. All right, now I'm coming in with my one guard. Again, making a little fingers width guideline, all the way open. And now I'm just gonna work on sides at a time. All right, when I go around doing the haircut for the first two guidelines, I go all the way around. All right, that means the ball line and taking out the first guideline. Then when I start touching my guards, I work on sides. So I'll do this side first, the other side next, and then the back. All right, drop it halfway, come right underneath that. And shout out to Barbers with this MIM blade, man. This blade is fire. They got the blue, they got the black. I like the black one out of all of them. And then we're gonna close it all the way. Come right underneath that. Now I'm coming in with my half guard. All right, now I'm coming in with my half guard. Whenever it comes to anything 0.5, my 1.5, my 0.5, I like to do the lever halfway. Now, in certain situations, do I need some other lever play? Absolutely. But for the most part, halfway, and it will blend right into that one close that we just did. I'm gonna come in and knock out that last little faint line. All right, stretching the skin, get more flat surface. And again, I'm dropping it down level close because again, the hair is a little bit more coarse back here. All right, so I want to make sure I'm getting my desired fade and using my corner, as you can see. All right, 1.5, halfway, and it'll lock in that one open and that two that's right here. It should lock it all in together, all right?
It was, yeah, they lost, but I couldn't do that. They wasn't good.
Got that side done, now come to this side. One all the way open. I'm gonna run through the same steps on this side that I did on that side.
Yeah, now that stuff is all gone. Like, that paper is crazy.
One thing that I'm gonna do on this side that I didn't do on the other side was continue the blend of my beard. If you're looking to be efficient during your cuts, avoid you having to do the same steps that you're doing for your fade, for your beard in separate steps, all right? So if you already got the one guard on, right? Just like I did no guard all the way open earlier, and I already got the guard on right now, I'm gonna take that same guard and continue my steps that I need in order to fade my beard. Now I'm gonna drop it down halfway. Beard looks almost locked in, and continue the faded work. Coming right underneath that, one all the way open. And we're gonna go all the way close. This is gonna close there, be close there. And again, the hair's a little more coarse back here, so I'm gonna drop it down a few notches just to make sure we get the desired blend on that one, that area. And you guys can see, still a little bit more darker there. To my 1.5, halfway, and I'll lock in that two and that one open right here. Now you're probably saying, why didn't you just do the 1.5 first? I could have just did the 1.5 first and fade it down, but I did it the way I did because I wanted to make sure I control the height of the fade. I know early on in my career, someone asked me for a mid fade, low key, and they'll turn into a high fade. So I kept chasing. All right, Trev. What hashtag did you find me under on Instagram?
No, I think I was just looking for a barber, and I actually had a friend send me your page, and I just kind of liked the work I saw.
Perfect example. So, guys, highest importance, man, market yourself, man. A friend told him about me, and granted, he probably knew his friend well and probably trusted him. What better way to trust somebody by seeing the work that they do?
100%.
You know what I mean? So make sure you promote yourself, man. A lot of you guys are psyching yourselves out because you want to post and you're thinking about other barbers and what other barbers may think, or what if you could get a repost from a brand or something. Nah, man. Post because you're in business. You are a businessman, all right? Businessman, all right? So if you're a businessman, what do you think if you were selling hot dogs, if you were selling ice cream cones, if you were selling anything, man? Wouldn't you think it'd be smart for you to market so you get more clients? So listen, I know I don't do social media. All right, you're missing out. Man turned into a year-long, almost 2-year-long customer now because he was able to see my work online. See in the dark area right there? Hit that 1.5.
We're doing this Tuesday then?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till Tuesday.
Open it. Where?
Join us in the free Tomb 45 community on the School platform, where we can bring you incredible levels of value to get your haircuts better and help you make more money. This is gonna help us stay connected with you and help you guys through your journey as you grow in this beautiful industry. What we're working on for you guys is adding a bunch of free haircut tutorials to help your skills get sharper. We have a whole section dedicated to motivational content from your favorite speakers in the industry. You're gonna get a free tracking sheet that's exclusive to our group that's gonna help you be able to track your income and other important metrics about your business. We also put together a course that's gonna help you become more efficient in the barbershop, not to mention a free mini course that's gonna help you gain 200 clients in 30 days. Our strategies are proven and we're here to help you guys grow. So I'll see you guys in the School community. And if you need further help, more tailored help to grow your business, we can also help you in the Six-Figure Barber Mentorship to help you grow your income beyond 6 figures and learn how to scale from there.
All right, guys, when it comes to a lineup, you can attack it several different ways. What I like to do is I like to identify first where the highest recession point. Recession point meaning where is it receding? If you have a client that may be receding or has lighter areas than others, all right, you want to identify that first. And to me, you want to go off of that line. So as you can see here, the highest recession point for him is right here. So I'm going to start my initial guideline right there and then work left and work right. All right, guys, as you can see, I put my initial line there, so now I can work this way, I can work that way, using that as my base. Half my blade on the hair that I already cut, half on the hair I'm gonna cut. All right, as you can see, half and half. All right, when it comes to the sidebar, I like to make the skin just a little more tight. All right, I'm gonna punch it and pull it away. As you notice here, he has like a cowlick right here. One major key when it comes to a cowlick area, you have to go against the grain. So if you notice his hair grows this way, right? So you want to take your trimmer and go in the opposite direction, all right? Because if you go with it, all right, you tend to just push the hair and you don't get the line you're looking to get. But when you go against the grain, it'll give you more defined line. And then ever so slightly, making that C-cut. When I'm checking my lineup work, one thing you're gonna learn from this view is that there's some areas that I could clean up, all right? You don't have to get it right the very first go around, but if I want it more defined, I make sure it's okay with my client that I could go up just a little bit in order to give him more defined line, which I already know with him, I could do that. Going in with my Tomb 45 shave gel, man. What I love most about this product has vitamin E and aloe vera. What does that mean? It's gonna make the client less irritated, all right? Maximize comfortability, also soothing the skin. Last thing you wanna do, be back in the day dry shaving somebody. You wanna get something that not only soothes the skin, but also nourishes the skin. And with vitamin E and aloe vera, that's exactly what the Tomb 45 shave gel does. A little bit goes a long way, don't need too much. All right, going in with my Tomb 45 Chucker's razor. All right, I like to tighten up the skin so I don't grab any skin and cut it. Early on, I used to, nick my clients. It's because the skin was too loose. So if you're having the same problem, if you're nicking your clients, all right, it's probably because you need to make sure the skin's a little bit more tense whenever you're doing the blade work. Loose skin tends to get nicked when it's not tense. I like to start at the top, come to the bottom, Did the top, did the bottom, now I want to meet them in the middle. This is what helps me avoid from digging in on our client. Then I'm gonna go ahead, tighten the skin. See that? Tighten the skin, bring my blade in. All right, guys, there goes another tutorial for you. Mid-ball fade, all right, cleaning up the beard. You like it?
Yes, sir.
You better. No, that's what you meant. I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Listen, hit the like, share, subscribe button, man. I'll see you on the next one.